Write without fear, edit without mercy. I don't know who wrote this quote. Hello, my name is Austin and welcome back to my channel. Today is day number 10 of Camp NaNoWriMo, the last day I will be able to use my fingers to count the days. Before I begin, I just want to say hello if you are new to my channel. I am a writer, a storyteller, a published author. If you saw my day 8 video, which is pretty embarrassing. I like making videos on Camp NaNoWriMo, and I plan to make more once Camp NaNoWriMo is done about bookish things, editing, and maybe I will do some book reviews, hauls, that sort of stuff. So thank you to any of my new subscribers or watchers. I appreciate your support, and if you haven't subscribed yet, I would love if you would. Thank you so much. Now let's get into the actual video. So today's goal for Camp NaNoWriMo, if you are doing a 50,000 word goal, is to be at 16,670 words. Once again, I am behind, but I think with some work, I will be able to catch up later tonight before tomorrow's video. And, well, maybe I won't be at the word count for tomorrow's goal, but I do plan to write more tonight, though. Right now, I'm 1,400 words behind, so I haven't written much today, but I feel like I got a good amount accomplished. I wrote my outline for books 2 and 3 of my series, just the really basic outline. I did a beginning section, a middle beginning, a middle end, and an end section for both of those 2 books, just with plot points and stuff so that I can include anything I need to include in book 1 during my first draft. I plan on making a few changes to my outline. There's one section that needs to be completely rewritten, so I'm going to do that tonight. And then tomorrow, I believe I will be able to start my draft finally, which is super exciting. And speaking of starting my draft, I had a quick question for you guys. If you could leave a comment below, I was wondering, which software do you use to write your draft? I don't have any software right now to write my draft. For my outline, I've been using the software I use to take my school notes on, which is Microsoft OneNote, which works fine for an outline, but it's not very good. It doesn't even give word count. I have to copy and paste everything into a Google Doc for my word count, and I don't want to use Google Docs really for my outline. If I have to, I will, but for those of you who have Scrivener or the other ones, I was wondering what you use, if you could tell me below, and if you like it or not, if you'd recommend it. I would consider getting it for myself to write my draft. So, since it is day number 10, we are officially a third of the way through Camp NaNoWriMo. It may feel like it has been forever already, which I would not argue with you if you say, because I feel it too. But the good news is that we only have to do forever once more, and then once more after that. Seriously though, now is the time when the honeymoon phase of NaNoWriMo and writing our works can disappear, and we can start getting really hard on ourselves and our writing, and I do not want you to do that. This is something I do. I really start editing my story thinking, oh my god, this is terrible. This seems like it is an awful romance. This seems like it is a terrible plot, a terrible scene. This is a terrible thing. Lots of terribles there. But that doesn't have to be the case. If you're writing your first or second or whatever draft, it does not need to be perfect. We can always edit stuff out later. Just keep writing. Don't not get your word count in because you have to make a certain scene perfect in your draft. Like that quote I read from earlier, write without fear. Don't be scared of what people say or will think about your writing. Write what you want to write, what you love. If it is the idea that comes to you, write it. You can always edit it later when you edit without mercy and you think,
oh, my reader would hate this, I'm gonna edit it out.
But while drafting, just keep pushing forward. it will be worth it in the end when you can go back and bring out your red pen and cross out everything you hate, and you can be vicious to your own story. But right now, love it, treat it warmly, and give it all the attention and care it needs. Fill it up with wonderful words, or words that aren't that wonderful. It's okay if they're not, because you can edit later. So please do not be negative about your story. I know it can get so hard and you just want to hate it. You want to say,
this will never work. I'm going to go to a new project because this story is terrible.
That does not have to be the case. It is not terrible. You, in the end, will be so happy you didn't give up when you reach that milestone someday. If you just can't turn off your inner editor, make your font white on the white background. Make it so you can't have your editor go to work. Make it so it's impossible. Make your font super duper small so you can't read it, and just keep writing. Never look at the screen. Well, maybe sometimes, to make sure you are actually writing words and you didn't accidentally X out of it. There will be a day when you can edit that scene out, when you can make it perfect. It doesn't need to be 100% perfect in your draft. If it's 90% good, but you know it needs that extra 10% to get there, you can do that when you edit. If it's an absolutely awful scene that you know you're never going to include, or you're going to definitely change it, maybe spend some time thinking about that, because you don't just want to write pointlessly. But if there's even a little point to what you're writing, just keep going. Get your words in. That is the most important part of Camp NaNoWriMo. Getting words in. We're going to edit soon. We just have 20 days to go until we can edit, and maybe sooner if you finish quicker. And then you can turn your inner editor on and be merciful and throw out your entire manuscript, because it's awful. I feel like with everyone having to constantly be inside and just not having much of a chance to turn off your mind, it's even easier than it would normally be during NaNoWriMo or anytime you write a story to start hating on it and thinking it's terrible and feeling really down on it just because of the circumstances. But it is not. I'm here for you. I am here to say that what you are writing is not bad. Keep going. Keep writing. It will be worth it. Think of that beautiful finished copy of your book you're gonna have someday, and you will be so excited once it happens. It may feel like forever away from now, but it's not. It's not. It will be here one day soon if we just keep on going. So say no to the negative thoughts that come into your brain. Say
Bye-bye, negative thoughts. You are not coming into my brain today. No, 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 no. Do not try and come in my brain. No negative thoughts allowed. Please leave. Bye.
if you haven't gotten your words in for the day yet, I would love for you to go write them, and they can be terrible, they can be bad words, but they're words, and that is what's important to write. One day those words will transform after you edit and draft and everything. They will become beautiful over time. They will grow and blossom. Your baby of a first draft will grow into a wonderful, amazing, full-blown story adult as it matures throughout its life cycle, where you will treat it as great as you can and make your book awesome. Cherish it.
Please.
This is probably the hardest time of Camp NaNoWriMo, this coming week or two. Let's get over this middle section, and then we will come out victorious in the end. So thank you so much for watching. That's all I have for today. Please like, comment, and subscribe. It would mean the world to me. I will see you tomorrow on day 11. Bye-bye.